Wisconsin State Trivia Quiz. Which food is a Friday night tradition in Wisconsin? Sushi, tacos, cheesesteak, or fish fry? Fish fry. This amalgamation of two cheeses is a popular mild and meltable cheese. Pepper Jack, Colby Jack, Swiss cheese, or Monterey Jack? Colby Jack. This UW-Madison grad is known as the father of the national parks. Lealdo Leopold, Gifford Pinchot, Stephen Mather, or John Muir? John Muir. This ecologist and Wisconsin professor is best known for his book, A Sand County Almanac. Aldo Leopold, Robert Marshall, John Muir, or Gifford Pinchot? Aldo Leopold. Who was the first governor of Wisconsin? Scott Walker, Tommy Thompson, Jim Doyle, or Nelson Dewey? Nelson Dewey. Which of these foods is Wisconsin famous for? Juicy Lucy, cheeseburger, smashburger, or butterburger? Butterburger. This reality show personality from Hayward has been a prosecutor, politician, and commentator. Tommy Thompson, Sean Duffy, Ron Johnson, or Glenn Beck? Sean Duffy. This Milwaukee native was the star of the original Willy Wonka movie. Roy Kinnear, Jack Albertson, Peter Ostrom, or Gene Wilder? Gene Wilder. Who is this famous painter from Wisconsin? Georgia O'Keeffe, Beatrice Wood, Frida Kahlo, or Susie Singer? Georgia O'Keeffe. Which of these foods is Wisconsin known for? Cheese, olives, charcuterie, or radishes? Cheese. Which lake is the largest in Wisconsin? Lake Winnebago, Lake Madison, Lake Erie, or Lake Owen? Lake Winnebago. Who was the first European to explore Wisconsin? Saussure Dulett, Meriwether Lewis, Christopher Columbus, or Jean Nicolet? Jean Nicolet. The host of the Manitowoc Minute knows every Wisconsinite's quirks. Tim Harmston, Frank Caliendo, Jackie Mason, or Charlie Behrens? Charlie Behrens. What is the state wildlife animal of Wisconsin? Antelope, elk, mule deer, or white-tailed deer? White-tailed deer. What is the state bird of Wisconsin? Oriole, American robin, red-winged blackbird, or chickadee? American robin. What do you call these lumps of dairy goodness? Cheesesteak, tacos, walking cheese, or cheese curds? Cheese curds. What is the highest natural point in Wisconsin? Timms Hill, Blue Mound, Mount Horeb, or Rib Mountain? Timms Hill. Which is a notable museum in Wisconsin? Madison Museum of Modern Art, the Smithsonian Milwaukee Art Museum, or the Kohler? Milwaukee Art Museum. Which former NASCAR car driver is from Wisconsin? Patricia Moise Sawyer, Antoinette Marie Bradinger, Danica Patrick, or Gracie Trotter? Danica Patrick. Which famous trail runs through Wisconsin? John Muir Trail, Leopold Trail, Long Trail, or Ice Age Trail? Ice Age Trail. Which Wisconsin singer has recorded in cabins? Al Jarreau, Justin Vernon, Bon Iver, Steve Miller, or Bob Dylan? Justin Vernon. Bon Iver. Which TV show is set in Kenosha, Wisconsin? Parks and Recreation, That 70s Show, The Office, or Stranger Things? That 70s Show. Who was the first female U.S. Senator from Wisconsin? Dianne Feinstein, Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, or Tammy Baldwin? Tammy Baldwin. Which beer magnate ran a Blue Ribbon-winning brewery? George Miller, John D. Rockefeller, Frederick Pabst, or Corey Coors? Frederick Pabst. This band from Madison is not trash. Bon Iver, the Bodines, violent femmes, or garbage. Garbage. What is the largest of the Apostle Islands called? Bayfield Island, Rock Island, Raspberry Island, or Madeline Island? Madeline Island. This Wisconsin politician became the U.S. Speaker of the House. Sean Duffy, Ron Johnson, Paul Ryan, or George McCarthy? Paul Ryan. Which Wisconsin filmmaker made the movie Airplane? Quentin Tarantino, David Zucker, George Lucas, or Steven Spielberg? David Zucker. This SNL comedian lived down by the river. Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade, or Phil Hartman? Chris Farley. Which Netflix crime documentary show was filmed in Wisconsin? House on the Rock, Making a Murderer, Stranger Things, or Death in Drummond? Making a Murderer. This U.S. Senator's career started to crater when he was asked, "Have you no sense of decency?" Arthur Vandenberg, Hubert Humphrey, Joseph McCarthy, or Robert Taft? Joseph McCarthy. Which Plainfield serial killer was found legally insane after a murder conviction? Albert Fish, Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy, or Ted Bundy? Ed Gein. He was the head coach that turned Green Bay into Titletown. Mike McCarthy, Curly Lambeau, Vince Lombardi, or Mike Holmgren? Vince Lombardi. This Happy Days character could start a jukebox with his fist and eventually jumped the shark. Patsy Weber, Ralph Malph, Richie Cunningham, or the Fonz? The Fonz. This Green Bay native was an inaugural inductee into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Curly Lambeau, Johnny Blood McNally, Arnie Herber, or Cal Hubbard? Curly Lambeau. This U.S. Senator is known for his work on campaign finance reform. Gaylord Nelson, Ron Johnson, Russ Feingold, or Tammy Baldwin? Russ Feingold. What is the state tree of Wisconsin? Oak, sugar maple, walnut, or elm? Sugar maple. What is the state beverage of Wisconsin? Milk, coffee milk, kefir, or half and half? Milk. This Googler from Warsaw became the CEO of Yahoo. Carly Fiorina, Laura Kohler, Susan L. Turney, or Marissa Mayer? Marissa Mayer? Which river forms the southern part of Wisconsin's western border? Fox River, Mississippi River, Missouri River, or Cheese River? Mississippi River. Which TV show is set in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin? Noah's Ark, Game of Thrones, The Office, or The Red Green Show? The Red Green Show. What is the name of the peninsula between Green Bay and Lake Michigan? Green, Sturgeon, Door, or Cherry? Door. His most famous movie is Citizen Kane. Martin Scorsese, Orson Welles, John Farrow, or Christopher Nolan? Orson Welles. This two-time Nobel Prize winner, transistors and superconductors, was born in Madison and graduated from UW-Madison. Leon Cooper, Robert Noyce, John Bardeen, or William Shockley? John Bardeen. Which architect from Wisconsin is famous for organic architecture? Frank Lloyd Wright, I.M. Pei, Zaha Hadid, or Frank Gehry? Frank Lloyd Wright. This businessman from Milwaukee owned department stores and the Bucks. Mark Dayton, Arthur M. Blank, Herb Cole, or Marshall Field? Herb Cole. Which famous brewery is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Budweiser, Coors, Miller, or Leinenkugels? Miller. This UW-Madison professor invented vitamin D fortification of food. Howard Temin, Conrad Elvegem, Harry Steenbach, or Stephen Babcock? Harry Steenbach. This long-serving Supreme Court justice grew up in Shorewood. William Rehnquist, Antonin Scalia, Earl Warren, or John Roberts? William Rehnquist. This spin-off of Happy Days starred Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams, Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, Joni Loves Chachi, or the Fonz, and the Happy Days gang. Laverne and Shirley. Which Wisconsin city is known for its water parks? Milwaukee, Green Bay, Wisconsin Dells, or Madison? Wisconsin Dells. This beer's motto is, Milwaukee's finest beer, Pabst, Miller, Blatz, or Schlitz? Blatz. Which small fruit is Door County known for growing? Blueberries, cherries, blackberries, or raspberries? Cherries. If you've watched Friends, you heard this Waukesha band's song in the opening. Matchbox 20, Spin Doctors, Bodines, or the Rembrandts? Bodines. What is the largest city in Wisconsin? Madison, Green Bay, Milwaukee, or Kenosha? Milwaukee. This Waukesha South graduate is known for his impersonation comedy. Jeff Dunham, Jim Gaffigan, Frank Caliendo, or Daryl Hammond? Frank Caliendo. Which TV show features a Wisconsin high school? Freaks and Geeks, Saved by the Bell, Degrassi, or Veronica Mars? Freaks and Geeks. Which TV show was filmed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Breaking Bad, Happy Days, The Wire, or Mad Men? Happy Days. Where you go to save big money on your home improvement projects? Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot, or Ace Hardware? Menards. Ashton Kutcher's character on That 70s Show was _ Stephen Hyde, Eric Foreman, Michael Kelso, or Fez? Michael Kelso. What is the state fish of Wisconsin? Bass, muskellunge, salmon, or trout? Muskellunge. Manhole covers made at this city's foundry are seen in cities around the country. Appleton, Kenosha, Sheboygan, or Neenah? Neenah. This is the man behind Milwaukee's hot dog empire. Bud Selig, Oscar Mayer, Herbert V. Kohler Jr., or Nathan Davidson? Oscar Mayer. Which city is home to Laura Ingalls Wilder's birthplace? Independence, Pepin, Elmwood, or Plum City? Pepin. This beer's motto is, the beer that made Milwaukee famous, Pabst, Schlitz, Blatz, or Miller? Schlitz. Which festival is celebrated in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Brat Fair, Milwaukee Days, Summerfest, or Sundance? Summerfest. This notable civil rights activist became Wisconsin's Secretary of State. Rosa Parks, Ella Baker, Val Phillips, or Ida B. Wells? Val Phillips. What is the state dance of Wisconsin? Waltz, salsa, tango, or polka? Polka. Which notable event took place in Wisconsin in 2011? Hurricane Katrina, Bucks won NBA championship, Brewers won the World Series, or Wisconsin labor protests? Wisconsin labor protests. What is the mascot of Rhinelander? The honey badger, the bear, the hodag, or the gremlin? The hodag. This serial killer murdered 17 men between 1978 and 1991. Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, or Gary Ridgway? Jeffrey Dahmer. What is the state flower of Wisconsin? Rose, tulip, wood violet, or lily? Wood violet. What is the state song of Wisconsin? On Wisconsin, Yankee Doodle Wisconsin, cheers, or This Land is Your Land? On Wisconsin. Which pop and R&B singer is from Wisconsin? George Benson, Al Jarreau, Joe Sample, or George Duke? Algero. This dessert is similar to ice cream, but includes egg yolks, Dairy Queen, sorbet, frozen custard, or gelato. Frozen custard. What is the name of the ferry from Manitowoc, Wisconsin to Ludington, Michigan? SS Badger, Wisconsin Warrior, North Star Ferry, or Great Lakes Ferry? SS Badger. This actress has played the role of Marlena Evans on Days of Our Lives for decades. Martha Madison, Judy Evans, Deidre Hall, or Christy Clark? Deidre Hall. Which famous pianist is from Wisconsin? Tim Minchin, Daniel Thrasher, Liberace, or Victor Borge? Liberace. This actor from Wisconsin received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2024. Mark Ruffalo, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, or Robert Downey Jr.? Mark Ruffalo. What is the state insect of Wisconsin? Yellow jacket, hornet, andrenidae, or honeybee? Honeybee? Who is this actor from Wisconsin? Willem Dafoe, Gary Busey, Steve Buscemi, or Michael Berryman? Willem Dafoe. Which of these foods is a Wisconsin specialty? Cheesecake, Danish, turnover, or kringle? Kringle. Blister in the Sun is one of this Milwaukee band's hits. The Smashing Pumpkins, Bon Iver, The Replacements, or Violent Femmes? Violent Femmes. This U.S. senator was the founder of Earth Day. Russ Feingold, Herb Kohl, Gaylord Nelson, or Robert La Follette? Gaylord Nelson. This MLB catcher became the longtime announcer for the Brewers. Jim Gantner, Bob Uecker, Paul Molitor, or Robin Yount? Bob Uecker. This escape artist was from Appleton. Chris Angel, David Copperfield, Penn Jillette, or Harry Houdini? Harry Houdini. Who is this famous author from Wisconsin who wrote about life on the prairie? Jane Austen, Louisa May Alcott, Mary Shelley, or Laura Ingalls Wilder? Laura Ingalls Wilder. Which Wisconsin fruit is grown in bogs? Blueberries, cranberries, raspberries, or strawberries? Cranberries. What is the largest cross-country ski race in the U.S. called? Mora Vasaloppet, American Birkebeiner, Pepsi Challenge, or National Nordic Championship? American Birkebeiner. This NFL player grew up in Wisconsin and played for the Badgers. Carter Coughlin, J.J. Watt, Kokieft, or Blake Cashman? J.J. Watt. What is the state dog of Wisconsin? Labrador Retriever, American Water Spaniel, German Shepherd, or Beagle? American Water Spaniel. What is the longest river in Wisconsin? Colorado, Mississippi, Missouri, or Wisconsin? Wisconsin. What is the capital of Wisconsin? Little Chute, Madison, Milwaukee, or Green Bay? Madison. Which Wisconsin family is famous for their porcelain bathroom fixtures? Cole, Lambeau, Gates, or Kohler? Kohler. Which iconic motorcycle manufacturer is headquartered in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Suzuki, Valspar, Indian, or Harley-Davidson? Harley-Davidson. Which NBA team is based in Wisconsin? Bulls, Packers, Bucks, or Pistons? Bucks. What is the state animal of Wisconsin? American badger, opossum, otter, or honey badger? American badger. This Wisconsin gas station chain is known for having surprisingly clean bathrooms. Lucky's, Quick Trip, 7-Eleven, or Speedway? Quick Trip. This privately held household cleaning supply company in Racine was founded in 1886. Clorox, Mr. Clean South Carolina Johnson, or Brawny? S.C. Johnson. This power tool company that's famous for its red-colored tools is based in Brookfield, Wisconsin. Rigid, Craftsman, Milwaukee Tools, or DeWalt. Milwaukee Tools. Thanks for playing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.